Hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton vs. Phoenix Wright. Previously, we won the day. We proved Ispella's innocence. But at what cost? In proving her innocence, we also proved that another woman was the actual witch, who actually murdered two people, and that woman was promptly condemned to death immediately. And that has shaken Phoenix and Layton, so they're about to discuss their pasts and realize how do they get to this mysterious place. And hopefully they'll realize, hey, maybe we should do something about this weirdness. Let's continue. Okay, what should we discuss? Yeah, one of these. I'm pretty sure we just can see everything, so we'll go top down. Ispella paid us a visit in London. She had in her possession a letter from an old acquaintance of mine. Is that right? Mr. Accidenti helped drive Ispella straight out of Labyrinthia. You both kept me safe from the witches that were chasing me. Wait, did you say witches? So they appeared in London too? Regrettably, I am unable to say that our protection was absolute. When we saw you last, it seemed you'd managed to escape, courtesy of that passing freighter. Oh yeah, that's right. What happened to you after that, Ispella? I rode the ship along the river for a while, before arriving at a nearby port. And then that's when I met Mr. Wright and Maya. Okay, what should we discuss? What happened on the ship? I didn't know where the ship would end up. I felt very lonely out there. Please accept my sincerest apologies. I'm afraid there was nothing else I could do to prevent it. No, please don't blame yourself, Mr. Layton. I just didn't know what to do, so I tried to look for something. Anything on the ship that might help me. Boy, you sure found something all right. Or rather, someone. You ran into a master thief working as part of the ship's crew. Yes, that's right. Did you say master thief? Crikey, that's amazing. I wouldn't exactly say it was amazing. After that, I was taken to court, and that's when Mr. Wright helped me. I see. Then perhaps, somewhere deep within your mind must have existed a memory of that previous trial, and of Mr. Wright. Hence why you thought to seek out his help when you found yourself in such an unfortunate situation this evening. That makes sense. After all, Nick did make legal history that day in jolly old England. Did you say he made history? Wow, that's incredible, right, Professor? I wouldn't exactly say I made history. But then, after that, I was never able to find my way back to the professor. Even after I went through the pains of finding that clue, it ended up being taken away from me. The clue? A clue, you say? Yes, the tag that was hanging around the neck of that sweet little stuffed toy. Huh? Isn't that just info on where it was manufactured? That tag was a clue? A clue for what? I had a lot of time to think while I was on that ship. I thought about a lot of things. Like how to try and find a way back once the ship arrived at its destination. Things like that. Find a way back? a way back to Mr. Layton and Luke. They were the only ones I knew I could depend on to help me. The pleasure was ours, Isabella. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't remember the name of the town where they lived. Huh? You mean London, Isabella? Oh, that's it, London. That's what was written in Carmine's letter to Mr. Layton. The blue teddy bear I found in that room was wearing a tag around its neck. Sorry, Isabella, but PC Badger looks nothing like a teddy bear. On the tag, in very small letters, was written London. I recognized the name of the town. I thought it might be an address. That's because that stuffed toy was used in a special promotion run by London Metropolitan Police. Oh, that's right. Isabella, you must have known that address was super important, so that's why you kept the tag, right? That way, you could meet up with Mr. Layton and Luke again. I just felt so lonely and helpless. I wonder, though, who do you think really did it? Hit Olivia over the head with a pipe, I mean. What's this? Oh, yeah, I guess we never did find out who the real culprit was. I do believe that may have some connection to the group of witches. What? You mean the witches that were chasing us through London? Indeed. It could be that they noticed your escape onto that ship and managed to infiltrate their own way aboard. Could it be? So, you're saying there was some big scary witch lurking around the inside of that cargo hold? I'm afraid there is a rather high possibility that was the case. Those witches were intent on seeing you brought back to Labyrinthia, no matter what. However, in order to do so, they had to make certain you did not become entangled in any situation that may stall your capture. In other words, the situation with Miss Al Dente, you mean? Precisely. They must have knocked that crew member unconscious and attempted to recapture Isabella before the police could arrive. However, their plan was clearly foiled, given that you ended up in court regardless. And that's when she became my client. I just can't clearly remember anything that happened back then. Do you think there's a possibility that someone was pulling Isabella's... Oh, pardon me. Someone was pulling Isabella's strings through the entire trial? Hey, maybe you're right. There was something a little strange about Isabella at the time. Mr. Wright, Isabella was introduced to you at the time as a schoolgirl. Is that correct? Yeah. She would have had no knowledge of the world outside of Labyrinthia. That being the case, having her stand in an English courtroom as she was would pose a serious problem. Meaning that someone must have been attempting to cover up Isabella's identity. What? But, Professor, could someone really do that? That they could indeed, Luke. And if it is as I suspect, I believe our adversaries may be far more powerful than we originally thought. Just exactly who or what are we dealing with here? Hey guys, let's head back to the bakery for now. I bet the boss is waiting for us with one heck of a pastry feast. Didn't they eat that boulder of a loaf earlier? Oh, actually, I can't go home just yet. Huh? You can't? Oh. Well, there are still a couple of legal procedures to be taken care of before I can go home. Please, you all go on ahead without me. Espella, do you remember what happened the last time you were alone? Do you actually remember what happened the last, 5 times you were alone? Please. No, just someone stay with her, please. Oh, well. Is that so? Very well. I really must thank you all. Thank you so much for everything. Alrighty then, Espella. We'll catch you later. Yes. Farewell for now. Mr. Wright, please allow me the pleasure of a proper introduction. My name is Herschel Layton. I'm a professor of archaeology in London. A professor? Huh. Well, my name is Phoenix Wright. I'm an attorney. I can't help but notice that he didn't say where he's from. California, Japan, Japanifornia, who knows? As I suspected, you were no ordinary baker after all, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I thought it was pretty weird myself, to be honest. I mean, I really did believe I'd been a baker all my life. But the more everyone kept saying it, the less sure I was that it was actually true. Just where did that memory come from, anyway? Hey, Professor, if Mr. Wright is an attorney, that must mean he's as smart as you, right? Uh-oh. I'm afraid I can't really say, Luke. Huh. But behind every ace attorney, there's an even smarter, not to mention beautiful, witty, and utterly amazing, ace assistant. I think you also forgot humble. My name's Luke Triton. I'm the professor's apprentice. I'm Maya Fey, and Nick here is my apprentice. Isn't that right, Nicky boy? Nicky boy? Hey, wait, why am I your apprentice? Anyway, we should all head back to the bakery. Let's get a move on. I'm sure Espella will be back before we know it. I would not get your hopes up about that, Sir Blue Knight. It's him. Inquisitor Barnum. Also, I just remembered. Shoutouts to this one YouTube comment that pointed out his name is supposed to be like Burnham. Like, burn them. Burnham. Barnum. Real on the nose there. Most impressive work tonight. 'Tis a shame you have kept such ability hidden until now. Trust me, Nick's lawyer abilities beat the pants off his baking abilities any day of the week. Okay, moving on. What do you mean by that, Inquisitor? Why can't Espella go home? New charges have been brought against Miss Espella Cantabella. What the frick? What? No way! That can't be right! You have realized it, haven't you? She is being charged under suspicion of being the Great Witch Bazilla. She what? How can that be? Am I to assume that charge is based purely on Miss Kira's accusation? It was not I who made the decision. Huh? Regardless, The girl will return to court at the appointed time for further trial. Until then, I am to seek out any and all evidence pertaining to the Great Witch. Pardon me, Inquisitor. When exactly is this appointed time? The investigation into this allegation will conclude on the day of the storyteller's next parade. That would be 2 weeks from today. That's a long time. Following our investigations into the matter, the trial of the Great Witch shall proceed. What the... It would appear the girl has been withholding a dark secret from you all. Isabella Cantabella's questioning is set to begin shortly. That means visiting hours are over. I recommend you leave immediately. Isabella? The legendary Great Witch Bizella? Mozzarella? The story that dictates the fate of an entire town, and now a so-called Great Witch named Bizella. Most intriguing. It would seem to be up to us to uncover the answers to these mysteries. But how are we supposed to manage it all in 2 weeks? Where are we going to find any evidence? I was thinking. How do you address the Great Witch? Hail to thee, O magnificent magical one? Or maybe just, what's up, witchy baby? I like that one. What difference would it make? She's called a Great Witch. That's not someone I'd ever want to meet. I believe I've thought of a solution to our problem. It's actually rather simple. Professor Layton? Allow me to explain, Mr. Wright. The only way we may be able to solve the mysteries of this town and its residents is if we join forces. He's right. We've come this far. There's no way we're just going to give up on Isabella. Okay, I'm on board. I look forward to teaming up with you, Professor. Me too, Luke. Me too, Maya. Now then, shall we press on? This marks the beginning of our own story, one dictated by ourselves and written by our own hands. Yeah! To be continued right now. Alright, give me the meager, tiny little, teensy little bit of picarets. After all, I only survived that trial with just 1 credibility. Okay, they're worth 50 each, so I technically could have gotten 500 picarets. Instead, I just got 300, so not as bad as it feels. Act 3. The Great Witch. I am just now noticing the black cat on Bizella's shoulder. I did not notice that at all in the mural. Is it just... wait. Hold on. Is it just me, or does it have a red scarf on its neck? Just like Isabella's little cat? The Great Witch Bizella, the legendary witch from ancient times. She is the source of all evil, and the one who gives rise to all other witches. As long as the Great Witch Bizella is alive, there will always be witches in Labyrinthia. Apparently, that is the commonly held belief. Therefore, if Bezilla were to be put to the fire, there would be no further need for these trials. In other words, no Bezilla, no witches, right? But how does all that implicate Isabella?
By the way, Professor, you seem to know a lot about all this. The Professor and I discovered a mural of the Great Witch Bezilla in a room below the library. And it looked like it was painted a long time ago, that's for sure.
You mean like a wall painting of Bezilla? Indeed, there were some historical remains hidden beneath the library. We found it there. At any rate, I'd very much like to investigate Bezilla in greater detail. I'm afraid my knowledge extends no further than the legend known to the townspeople.
In that case, I guess we have no choice but to ask Isabella. Maybe she can tell us why she's accused of being Bezilla.
Well, yeah, but didn't they tell us we can't see her for a while?
Come on, we've never let that stop us before.
And that, Maya, is how we always end up in all sorts of trouble.
Well, fine. Just leave it to me. It's nothing that a little sweet talking can't fix.
Maya, I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
Hey, look, pal. We need to see Isabella. It's a matter of life and death.
Is that her idea of sweet talking? I'm not sure I would qualify that as sweet talk, but rather more of a full-on assault. Did you not hear what Inquisitor Barnum said? Isabella Cantabella is currently undergoing questioning. And while that's taking place, no one is...
Can't you do something?
Hey, keep it down, will you? Orders are orders. No matter how many times you ask, the answer will still be no. Now be on your way, will you? Go on. Go.
Access denied.
That much is obvious, Maya.
I can't believe Mr. Barnum took Isabella into custody just because of that outburst.
That reminds me, something Inquisitor Barnum said has been bothering me. It was not I who made the decision. I believe that's how he put it.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, in other words, there's someone of higher authority than Inquisitor Barnum, huh? That's it. We'll just go and ask that person instead. But who in Labyrinthia could have more authority than Inquisitor Barnum? Huh, well, I know how to find out. Let's ask around, Luke.
Not you again. You don't give up, do you? Like I said before, you cannot see...
It's not Isabella. There's someone else we'd like to see. That's right. We'd like you to take us to see the person ranked above Inquisitor Barnum.
Above Inquisitor Barnum? You're not telling me that you want to see the High Inquisitor?
Oh. So they're called the High Inquisitor, then.
What's this? Are you seriously suggesting that you don't even know of High Inquisitor Darklaw? Well, okay, there you go.
High Inquisitor Darklaw. That's weird. I can't help but feel I've heard that name somewhere before.
I'm sorry, but could you tell us where we can find that person? Please do me a favor and don't ask. She's not the sort of person you can just drop in and see, believe me.
But there's something of importance we wish to discuss with her.
You people really are fearless. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. To meet High Inquisitor Darklaw, you must go to the Inquisitor's Hall. Just be careful not to upset her. We understand. Thank you for your assistance.
Is the High Inquisitor really so fearsome?
Of course not. Not our High Inquisitor. She's wonderful, beautiful, intelligent, just a little strict. You don't have to go mentioning what I said about upsetting her, understood?
Don't worry. You can rely on us. High Inquisitor. That title sounds really high up on the food chain, doesn't it? Apparently, if we go to the Inquisitor's Hall, we can see her there.
Well, we won't achieve anything standing here. Let's go and see her.
Yeah.
Looks like we can move on. An old wooden bench that many woodworms would call home, if they could speak. Those awaiting trial sit here, on these uncomfortable, worn-out benches.
Cheers, I'd rather stand. That bench is bristling with splinters. Maybe this bench is a torture tool? Shall we try it out on you, Nick?
No. Nothing for the pillory? Well, I would assume that I found every hint coin, right?
No, I did not.
Hello. Okay, that's one.
So many candles, and yet it's so dark in here. Let's light some more. The ceiling may catch fire.
This chandelier is very simple compared to the great archives. You know, the candle maker must be the richest person in this town. Yeah. That's two. And three. Back up to 80. The guards are watching us, or should I say, staring at us with an unspoken threat in their eyes. The doors to the courthouse are shut and guarded. We cannot gain entry now.
These knights must have seen all the witch trials. Do they enjoy them or find them distressing?
High Inquisitor Darklaw is in the Inquisitor's Hall. Even if you go there, I doubt she'll see you, though.
Oh, we'll see about that. Let's leave.
Oh! I didn't think... Oh, I thought it was going out to the streets. Hello. Wow. It was my full intention to, look at everything again before going to see them. I didn't realize it would be in this very building. Well, okay then.
Oh, I can see Inquisitor Barnum over there.
Okay, which means that woman standing next to him must be High Inquisitor Darklaw.
He looks so serious. It might be difficult to butt in. Perhaps you should wait until they finish their conversation.
We have prepared for the questioning of Vespella Cantabella. She's in the Death Knell dungeon. Would you like to see her now?
Barnum, I intend to leave the questioning of the girl to you.
But if she is indeed the Great Witch, shouldn't the High Inquisitor be there?
It is not necessary that I be present, and I have much faith in your abilities.
Understood. I will not let you down.
I intend to visit the scene of the crime. You take care of things here while I'm away.
The scene of the crime? You mean...
That's right. It's unlikely there are any clues left, though.
Is she going to the place that Bezella began her assault on the town 100 years ago?
Anyway, the questioning is yours, Barnum.
Yes, milady.
It looks like they finished talking. Inquisitor Barnum?
Hugh, how did you get in here?
Sorry, sir. We didn't intend to eavesdrop. Inquisitor Barnum, there's something we'd like to ask you.
I've no time right now. You'd best leave.
He's gone.
Gone to question Espella. It would appear that we have to find what we need to know from the High Inquisitor. I guess we'll talk to her. Dig the getup. Is that a drawing of her? The hair's pinker than usual. A drawing of someone's scary face. Barnum has a gift for caricatures.
That's Inquisitor Darklaw. The picture looks like it's used for dagger throwing practice. I hope Mr. Barnum and Miss Darklaw have a good work relationship.
Oh! Okay, lesson learned. I just found that hint coin because I exhausted examination dialogue. Okay. Well, I'll just look at things as I go then, instead of finding like hint coins first, then looking around elsewhere. So many memos. Magic crime is on the rise from the looks of it.
Does Mr. Barnum really need all these notes? Maybe he's just a hoarder. Aw, a picture of smiling Barnum with his doggy. They look cute together.
That's Barnum's armor. It makes quite an impression.
It must be difficult to walk in heavy armor like that, and imagine the heat in summer.
The armor and cape are made from the finest materials, far better than what regular knights wear. Oh, a bone.
Professor, there's a bone on the carpet.
A single bone, meaningfully placed beside the Inquisitor's desk. That Luke smells like a puzzle. Please no. Does Barnum use his own desk to practice swordplay on? It's badly damaged.
It's amazing that this desk hasn't collapsed yet. It's full of cracks and bits are chipped off.
What a stark contrast with the tidy desk on the other side of the room. It reminds me of my own.
All these notes and documents piled up on the desk. The Inquisitors have a lot on their plates too.
Little doggy inkwell.
Look at that! What a sweet quill stand, I want it.
Oh, that's not an inkwell, it's just a holder. It's cute. Wait, Maya, put it back where it was. Barnum uses a dumbbell as a paperweight. I guess it makes sense when you have that many papers.
It's as if Mr. Barnum wanted to say, I've got a heavy workload today. I can picture him slowly making his way through all this while Darklaw stares at him from across the room.
Is that a statue of the goddess of law?
What a pretty lady, with a ruthless face and a scary sword ready to cut someone's head off.
That was dark, Maya. It may symbolize the Inquisitor's harsh but just judgment.
Labyrinthians seem to be fond of statues. They put them everywhere.
I think that's 2, yeah.
A normal-looking painting. It feels like it doesn't belong here.
It's a landscape painting of a house by the lake, surrounded by beautiful red flowers.
I wonder if it's a real place somewhere in Labyrinthia. That's a splendid writing quill.
Miss Darklaw is taking very good care of that quill. It looks as good as new.
Can't help but notice it's a cat. So if Barnum has a white dog and she has a black cat, okay, I was about to say, does that mean she's dressing herself up as a cat girl with those little spikes on the side of their head? But I just realized, having a black cat in a world of, witches? That has me thinking things. What if Darklaw is a witch? Her golden gauntlets do look a lot like the very same gold gauntlets used by the witches that assaulted everyone in London. Huh. Stylish red cloak, too. And that makes 3. Okay. May as well talk to her while we're here.
So you are the High Inquisitor?
From the way you talk, one would think we had already met.
I'm certain we have never met before. But I did have the opportunity of seeing you at the Storytellers Parade.
That's right, Professor. During that parade, she was standing right next to the storyteller.
The Storyteller? Isn't he the one who, He's known as the creator in this town.
So any person who gets to stand by his side has to be someone important, right? Did you all just come here to stand around speculating? If so, there's a quiet cell in the dungeon which has just become vacant. You can speculate all you want in there.
Just a moment, Miss Darklaw. We have come here to talk to you.
Talk to me?
That's right. It's about this trial. We'd like to ask you about it.
Inquisitors do not make a habit of discussing the details of trials with just anyone.
Just anyone? Or in particular he, acted as a Spella's attorney. That is hardly just anyone.
That's me, all right. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So, you're the one. You're the knight of the court who opposed Inquisitor Barnum, aren't you? I received a detailed report. Yes, indeed. Most interesting. Either she's acting like she's never met Phoenix before, like she did in London in the courthouse, or she genuinely does not recognize him. I can't tell what's more interesting. So what would you like to know? I'd also like to know why you were in the covered wagon with Layton and Luke when they two first arrived at the town. That's weird. Looks like we have a lot of things to talk about. Espella was proven innocent at the last trial. Despite that, she's now been accused of being Bezella, even though there's no decisive evidence to support that claim. Just a moment. Before we discuss that, there's one thing I need to make clear. While it's true that you acted as Espella's defender in the last trial, that does not necessarily mean to say you will be defending her again. What do you mean? Just because the trial is different, that doesn't change the fact that I'm her attorney. The charge against Espella Cantabella is of the gravest nature. You mean the charge that she's the Great Witch Bezella? What makes you think the accused wants you to defend her again? Does that mean that if Isabella doesn't ask Nick to defend her again, then he can't request to be her defense attorney? Correct. The Great Witch Bizilla is the source of all other witches. Her defender could, by their own words, place themselves in great danger. Knowing Isabela's kind nature, I don't think she'd want to subject anyone to that risk. That's why she kept quiet earlier.
However, Isabella is, at this very moment, undergoing questioning, is she not? And there's a possibility that she may be cleared of the suspicion of being a witch.
That's right. There can't possibly be evidence of Isabella actually being a witch. So how could anyone prove that she is? Just how well do you people really think you know Isabella? Huh? On what grounds can you say that she's not a witch or that there's no evidence? I'd be glad to have you explain that to me. That's not fair.
We are certainly not experts when it comes to the Great Witch Bizilla. So could you perhaps tell us more about this particular witch? To begin with, is the Great Witch not just a figure of legend?
The Great Witch Bizilla does exist. That is a fact accepted by all of the townsfolk. In the past, the Great Witch Bizilla used her evil power to burn the entire town.
She burned the town.
Professor, we saw that witch in the picture in the library. She was burning the town.
Easy does it, Luke.
If the Great Witch Bizilla uses her powers, this town could burn again as it did long ago. We have to capture Bizilla before that can happen. But there's no way Isabella would ever do something like that.
One thing I'd really like to know is why Isabella, of all people, is suspected of being Bizilla.
Of course, there is one reason.
One reason? From what you've told us so far, it seems there's something about Isabella that we do not yet know. Something which makes the townsfolk and you yourself believe that she is the Great Witch Bizilla. Could you tell us what that reason is?
That's something you will have to investigate. As the High Inquisitor, do you think it would be in my best interest to provide you with that information? How, please, if you could just tell us a little more. I don't have to tell you anything. If you really want to know, find out for yourselves. Then at least let us see Isabella.
So, Inquisitor Barnum is questioning Isabella right now. Is that right?
Yes, he is. So, seeing her tonight would be difficult. Try coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow? All right, fine. We'll try again tomorrow.
That we will. I hope you all realize how this will look to the people of this town when they see you all supporting the person suspected of being the Great Witch Bizilla.
When it comes to rescuing Isabella, I'm not worried about what people think. And I feel the same way as Mr. Wright.
That is what I was hoping to hear. At the very least, you should investigate. And I pray I don't see disappointment in your eyes the next time we meet. Now, if you will excuse me. Hey, Nick, I was thinking. We've met her before, haven't we?
Thank you. Yeah, we have. In that trial back in England.
Huh? Then who on earth is she?
I'm not entirely sure, but at that time she was a teacher from a boarding school for girls. Was she indeed? It would seem Labyrinthia is packed full of puzzles. And this is one puzzle that I would really like to solve.
Okay then, leave it to me. I'll give it my best shot. Where shall we begin?
Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm, Luke. I wonder if it might be better to first return to the bakery. Mrs. Leclerc is no doubt worried about us. We should let her know the situation.
Right. We need to tell her all about the trial.
I have a feeling that's not going to go too well.
I think you did very well, Mr. Wright. I'm sure she'll understand. She's like a mother to Espella. She must be worried sick about her.
Okay, everyone, let's head back and tell her everything. How the court proceedings went, and the way the townspeople reacted. Espella, it would seem you do indeed have a secret. Another new mystery, huh? The manner and speech of the mysterious woman accompanying Inquisitor Barnum allude to her high status. Mr. Wright and Miss Fay seem to have heard of her. Who on earth could she be? Standing alongside the storyteller during the parade indicates her high standing in the power she wields.
Yes. Oh, it was at the courthouse.
Very pretty.
Phew. I feel like it's been a while since we've been out here in the fresh air.
Indeed. Shall we head back to the bakery?
It has a little helmet. Ah, it's adorable. It's Barnum's dog. Yikes.
Whoa, he's one frisky little puppy.
He's a cute little guy, huh? You're just begging to be petted, aren't you, boy? Good boy, good little doggy. See? See? Look, Nick, he's so happy he's showing his teeth like he's smiling.
I'm not so sure dogs show their teeth when they're happy.
Don't be such a spoil sport. Come on, try petting him.
Alright, let me give this a shot. Come on, here, boy.
Mr. Wright, don't pet him.
Huh?
Ouch! Oh, he was bit by the dog.
Oh.
I guess even cute little puppies have a bite worse than their bark.
Are you alright, Mr. Wright?
I tried to warn you. Huh, I guess you can't always judge a dog by its looks. He may be cute, he may look cute, but what he was saying wasn't cute at all. What do you mean by what he was saying, Luke?
That's right, Miss Fay. Luke can understand what animals are saying.
Huh? Is that... huh? We got a Dr. Doolittle over here? And Eliza Thornberry? What's going on? Wow, that's amazing! It's like magic. Luke, you have magic powers just like the witches do. Given the current circumstances, I'm not so sure that's a good thing. I wish I could talk to animals. I'd love to talk to a puppy, or even to Aspella's cat, Eve. That puppy's way of talking reminded me a lot of Inquisitor Barnum. He said something like, "I'll only say this once, Sir Blue Knight. I, Constantine, do not permit you to stroke me."
Oh, the dog's name is Constantine. That's pretty good.
Or words to that effect. Wait, so Luke can really just do that? He can talk to animals? Alright, I guess that's a thing. Huh. So the dog's name is Constantine, huh?
Perhaps that could have been Inquisitor Barnum's dog.
I'm sure of it. He ran off in the direction of the Inquisitor's Hall. Maybe he's going to meet his master. That dog is just like his owner. Constant. Constantly barking, constantly biting Nick, and constantly adorable. So, Maya, you mean you really believe in my ability? Trust me, Luke. When it comes to people and their special abilities, nothing surprises me. I have a few myself, you know.
Oh, right. Come to think of it, Maya being able to channel the ghosts of the dead? It's, a bit more extreme than just talking to animals. Come to think of it, I wonder if that's actually going to be brought up and actually used.
Okay then, let's get back to the bakery. Come on, Nick, let's go.
I guess so. I think I've been bitten enough for one night. By a dog, and by his owner. Well, we can look at this before we leave. That's 2. Oh, another owl flew by.
Professor, I saw another owl.
Owls are nocturnal animals. This forest seems to sustain quite a large population. The Witch's Court is like a crossbreed of a courthouse and an execution place.
I wonder why it was built so far away from the rest of the town. This deep in the forest, no one can hear the screams of burning witches.
I mean, we couldn't hear them even when we were in the same room, so... However magnificent this courthouse looks, the trials that take place inside are an ugly matter.
Well said.
Aha! I guess that'll do it. Let's see if we can't move. Ah, so there we are. We got, the road to the court, but I can just bypass it. Huh. May as well drop by. Yeah. No one's here. There's a sizable candle inside. It can probably last all night. The stone lantern's design is quite to my liking.
Who put that there? It totally doesn't match the style of anything else in this town. Pretty, huh? Now try coming here at night on your own. The lone lantern would be a scary sight.
Why is it partially broken? That's weird. Yeah, Luke has a good point. It doesn't match the town architecture, and it's partially broken. Is it from 100 years ago, maybe? It is very dark in there. It should not be dangerous, but we had better be careful.
To think that a big forest like that's just outside the town. Do you think this forest is infested with witches?
Wait, puzzle? Did you see the leaves moving in that tree over there?
Yes, I did. I wonder what it could be. Perhaps there's a bird up there. Good grief!
You!
Wa-dee-da, floating down.
I must say, this is a surprise. I didn't expect you to drop in like that.
What were you doing up there in that tree? I can't tell you that. It's a maiden secret. Is that so? Do you want to know why? No, it's okay. Well, I suppose I can tell you anyway. I was searching for flowers.
You climbed up that tree to find flowers. You certainly are an active young lady.
I thought of a good way to appeal to the man of my dreams, you see. I'm going to create a flower bouquet like ones in the fairies would make. Am I head over heels?
Okay, I guess this video's going on a little long.
Pretty posy.
A flower with a very unique petal, sits in a garden. However, it seems as if the petals are not correctly arranged. The flower pixie thinks they should be arranged so that each petal is next to a petal of either the same color or shape. Touch a petal once to pluck it, and again to place it. Move the petals so they are arranged per the flower pixie's instructions. Alright. Seems easy. Okay. I think I can use this with them. Yeah. So we got a blue triangle. I guess that has to go... it could go here next to this one. So if I put a red thing here, and that's next to a heart-shaped one. This one's also heart-shaped. But this one's the only purple one. So the one that has to go near it must have to... This purple one has to be surrounded by that one. That's the only logical explanation there. Wait, isn't this red? Interesting. Okay, let's swap these two. So that can go next to this red, orange one. That's near blue. Let's swap these two. I think I solved it right here. Okay, well there's no submit button, meaning it should automatically complete when I get it right. Okay, so, W, oh, okay. There's no similarity here. Yeah, that solves nothing. Okay, this one... This one's the odd one out. Crap. Okay, this one's good. Trying to see what a problem could be. I think the problem now is this one green one. This is the one that's out of place. Okay, on this side it's next to a similar round one, but it's not next to a green or round one here. So maybe if I just slide it over a bit this way. Put it there. Then I could swap these two. I did it! Nice!
Don't worry, leave this one to me.
That one was fun.
Oh, let me do the next one too.
What a lovely arrangement of petals. The pixie seems very pleased.
If I give him a bouquet such as this, would he ever fall head over heels for me? Oh, I can't wait for the day when I can meet him again.
Yeah, she's talking about Barnum, isn't she?
Oh, I'm so looking forward to the day when I next see Inquisitor Barnum and hand over the bouquet.
The letters on the signpost are so worn out by the elements that it's almost impossible to read it.
This way goes to the courthouse. That one goes to the shopping district. But what about the other one?
Let's find out where that path leads some other time.
Huh.
Well, alright then. Ah, that must be the last one. Let me just confirm. It's annoying that I have to, like, move and come back to see if I found everything.
Yeah, alright then. So,
interesting goings on. Darklaw is a huge mystery. I can't figure her out. Is she some sort of mastermind behind all this, or is she just as much a victim as this as we are? If Phoenix Wright and Maya could come here believing that they've been bakers their entire lives, it would definitely be possible for Darklaw to be sucked into the Historia Labyrinthia and then believe that she's always been the High Inquisitor. I mean, I do remember that Petter said that there were new people working at the bakery, so other people would recognize newcomers to the town. So I feel like, yeah, no way. The High Inquisitor role is too entrenched. Everyone would know that she's new. She's not a new arrival. That much I'm sure of. I can't quite place what is actually going on here, though. The mystery is very deep. I'm a little surprised, though. It sounds like whatever Chapter 4 will be, that will be defending Espella again, this time in the matter of whether or not she's Bezella. That kind of feels almost really climactic, like something you could reserve for the end of the game, but maybe even further on there will be trials where even bigger things happen? I don't know, man. I just don't know. And the worst part is I actually do kind of believe that Espella does have some connection to Bezella. I don't think she's actually literally her, but a granddaughter, that's more likely. But yeah, overall, I'm still loving this experience. I'm genuinely really loving this. Like, if this game keeps up this quality that it's had so far, and sticks to the landing, because endings are really important to me, then I could see myself ranking this game very high among the Ace Attorneys. And probably high among the Laytons, come to think of it, though I still haven't played any of the others. Yeah, no idea whether or not I even want to Let's Play them. I'll hold off on doing that. I'll hold off on potentially playing them on my own time until I'm 100% certain that I would not want to. I don't know. I have a lot to think about. Well, hope you've been enjoying this game too. It's great, man. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.